Alright, so you want to know how to give an honest review, and to help with that, we're going to make it a little bit practical and easy to understand. So we're going to use this phone right here, the iPhone 14 Pro. But before we dive in, real quick. So in the last video, I got a couple of comments saying the audio and the volume of my voice wasn't really loud enough, and even with your TVs at max volume, you still couldn't hear me. But I'd like to say that's on me because I tend to speak softly and calmly. So first of all, I'd like to apologize. I tend to speak with a very low tone because I have a very deep voice. So it tends to be the case that I don't like to project it because I think I sound weird. Should stop thinking about it anyways. But it would really help if you leave a comment in this video to let me know how the audio sounds and if I'm projecting a little bit more. That being said, let's get into it. When you want to give a review, the first thing you have to understand is this. Whatever you're saying is coming from your perspective based off your experience with that product. So you want to hold on to those two words, perspective and experience. Everyone's experiences are different, so your reviews are automatically unique. And whatever you say should inevitably reflect how you've actually used that product. Same thing goes for perspective. The same apple that feeds the man is also the same apple that killed the other. So let's say we're going to give a review on this iPhone. What do we say? It's iPhone 14 Pro, 128 gig of storage. It's black, still running on the not so new but still effective A16 Bionic chip. Still runs iOS 18 perfectly. Apple does a good job of creating good products. You can give the company a little bit of praise. That might help you down the line, but that's everything you need to know about the iPhone 14 Pro. So my verdict on the iPhone 14 Pro: should you buy it? Yes. Why? Because it's still a good phone today and it's on the high side, but if you're a pro lover like myself and care about 120Hz display, you have no problem just getting this. So what we've just done is simply giving a review that's relative from my perspective, but someone else might say, I have the iPhone 14 Pro, I don't like it, it's too big, I think it should be titanium instead of aluminium, the bezels are too big, I wish it had more storage. I'm sure you get the point. All they've said is also valid because that's their perspective based off their experience. So always remember, whatever you say should be based off your perspective in relation to your experience of using that product. And so just to break down everything we did in that review, you want to start off with your introduction. What's the product? What's the name of the product and the basic specs? Your experience, the roller coaster of emotions you had to endure while you use this product, either good or bad, and your verdict and recommendation. Should someone buy it and why? But let's stay on the topic of experience for a bit, because experience covers everything. You have to have used the product for a certain amount of time before you can say or give your perspective on that particular product. So the more you use something, the more you get accustomed to it, the more you sound confident when you give a review or a recommendation. If you happen to come across someone who ask the question, do you think I should get the iPhone 14 Pro? They are more likely to trust what you're saying because you've used the phone for days, weeks, or a month. And for that reason, they feel confident enough to trust your judgment on that particular product. So in that, you're still giving them an answer based off your perspective. But it would be a different case if you had just gotten the product and someone walked up to you and said, oh, what do you think about this particular thing? 90% of the time, your response would be, I just got it, I haven't used it, so I can't really say much, but I'll get back to you on that. That's for someone who hasn't really used the product, so their recommendation most of the time wouldn't be the best. But the beauty of a review is that every single one is unique, and the best ones are always given when the best time is spent with the product. Alright, so just to summarize everything, everyone can give a review. And there are so many voices, so many people saying so many things. But what makes yours trustworthy is because it's your perspective shaped by your own experience. That being said, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on the audio of this video. And also, if it was helpful, drop a like. I have to go study for my exams. Thanks for watching. I'm Exit to Excel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.